Loked Out Live. You know how we do it, man. We're gonna keep this shit loked out, no doubt. For real. Coming at you with a special guest tonight, man. If you don't know, this is the original Nightmare, man. Come on,
That's
man. What's good,
what's up,
homie? How
dog.
you doing tonight?
Nightmare in the building. Thanks for having me, dog. I'm good,
Oh,
just
that's
chilling.
definitely.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night,
Hey.
dog. I'm out here just enjoying the weather.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
How you doing,
yeah,
dog?
man. Go ahead, let them know a little bit about yourself, where you're from, because you just said something about the weather. So I'm curious, where you're from and all that too.
Well, I stay in Imperial Valley. This is like was like 2 hour drive away from San Diego, close to the border. It's a border town, Imperial Valley, El Centro, California, and I'm repping for the homeboys. I'm repping for all my gente out here because we need to be heard, dog. We got a lot of motherfuckers out here like myself that are trying to represent and put it down. And I think it's time for us to really show everyone, whether it's the big cities, because we're not really, it's like I said, it's a small town, small cities out here, man. So we trying to get out there, Imperial
That's
Valley,
right.
Bahia Imperial,
Imperial
Centro,
Valley.
Calexico, Heber. I'm from Chicali, Mexicali, even Mexico. I represent for everyone, dog, for all my people out here.
That's right. That's right. How long you been in the well hey, you from originally from that area? You been there all your life?
Yeah, I was born in Mexico. I was born in Mexicali. It's like I said,
Okay.
to me, it's like a 15-minute drive just across the border. But the my jefitos brought us over. I was 4 years old when I came into the states. So basically, I grew up in the states. But I still you can catch me out there in Mexico twice a week, dog. That's where I'm at as well.
Okay.
'Cause I conduct a lot of business out there, videos, music, everything. And I've always told everyone that the raza, the people, embrace me out there a lot, man. Like they really do. But definitely, it's something that I take pride in that.
Okay, that's dope, man. So you're right there on the border too. So and
I'm
and
doing
uh
dual shit right here. Yeah, yeah,
you just say you did a lot of business over there, videos, music, but I know you're also an artist up this way too. So
yeah.
like and from what I'm seeing right now, man, the game is like it's getting live down there across the border, man. Like them artists down there are blowing up. So how can you compare what's going on with the gente and the rap music right now up in the States compared to down in Mexico?
You know what? It's crazy you brought it up, dog. Because back in the day, it was there was really the Mexican rap wasn't really popping like that. It's just that this is we have to go back what another like close to 5 years ago or 3 years ago that it really started popping like that. And
Mhm.
the comparison, I would say, just the culture, dog. Honestly, the culture that's very important. A lot of people, well, the Chicano culture, and but pretty much the state's culture as far as the rapping, it's always been very influential throughout the world. And nonetheless, out there in Mexico, you know how it is. It's not that they copy, dog. It's just that they identify themselves with the lifestyle, and they try to emulate it. And I say that in a positive way. And I think that it just took us all by surprise that Mexico got their shit together as far as their rappers, and they're coming like they're blowing the fuck up right now, and that's good, because they need the same thing. There's money and there's fucking sun and light to go around for everyone, dog. So
Right.
it's
Yeah.
but it is a culture thing. I do believe the difference though. Out here in the states, it's more of the Chicano culture. Um, it's a lot more that I've seen myself that I encounter a lot of homeboys that is more on the English part of the language barrier, dog. Out there in Mexico, it's just straight Spanish, And I
Mhm.
myself, I'm fluent Spanish to tell you that. I mean, I'm here at home, I'm speaking Spanish. You feel me? But so I see that. I see both sides of the coin.
Right. And how's that help you as far as that probably helps you a whole lot being fluent in
Fuck
Spanish because
yeah.
that means you can collab a lot with Mexico artists too, right?
Listen, dog, I tell you this much, and I say this, on I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep it real, dog. I have access out there, I know my way around there in Mexico. I go everywhere, dog, and I'm good because of the like we were mentioning right now, the language, dog. It's key out there, you know.
Mhm.
I mean, I understand what they're saying. They understand me, and we click. You know, we link up the right way, and I think that takes me a long way, dog. As far as conducting business, you know, having the raza having my back out there, and I think that I would say I'm lucky, you know. And there's a lot of homeboys just like me, you know, that have that going on out there in Mexico. But it is very important, dog, for me, you know, because you need to know where you're going. You can't just
Mhm.
fucking. You need to tap in, you know, in certain places, and you need to. You know how it is in Mexico, dog.
Right.
You don't know what the fuck you're doing out there. It's not like the states. So you got to keep it. You got to keep it cool wherever you go. You gotta be on your toes, and you can't be burning no bridges out there. You know. It's the same shit out here in the states, but the like I said, the bilingual part helps me a lot.
Right. And how's the bilingual, like, for example, like say you got artists that's in the States and they're more towards the English. They may speak a little Spanish, but they're not fluent in it. And then you got, say, the artists in Mexico, man. Do you see them trying to collab, or is still there's still kind of like a wall there?
You know what, though? The wall is always gonna be there, regardless. You know, but I think that little by little, we're trying to jump over that wall. The wall is there, Holmes, but we gotta
Hmm.
just jump over that fucking wall, and it's happening. You know, it's happening. I've seen Snoop collab with a few artists from out there in Mexico now. Even the reggaeton superstars are collabing with them rappers out of Mexico. So I'm
Hmm.
guessing that they have good management, dog. You know, a good team behind them, and that's one of the reasons why they're good. I mean, even with you hear the corridos, all that shit, how it's popping now. You
Right.
got a lot of Chicanos that are getting really that axes out there and collabing with the Mexicans. When I say the Mexicans, you know, we're talking about the motherland people
Right.
out there, and that's a beautiful thing, dog, because it's all about unity. At the end of the day, I mean, the language barrier does exist, but if we understand music is a universal language, so
Mhm. That's
you know.
true, man. And what about like have you collabed with anybody? Because I know I got a homie. I don't know if you heard of Mr. Tekken, but he's out of El Paso, and he does
Okay.
a lot of Spanish rap too. And he was talking about the same thing because he's fluent in Spanish. He collab, and he's right there on the border. Also, he collabs with a lot of Mexico artists. But he's actually started like drifting off into like Brazilian artists and stuff like that. Have you started, going that route too? Any?
You know what, dog? As far as I haven't really encountered any other artists out of other countries. Um, Not really, dog. But like I said, I'm always open minded. You know, I'm cool
Hmm.
as long as they. I think that as long as they take themselves serious in the music business, because at the end of the day, I take myself serious in this shit. You know, I go
Right.
hard, and at the same time, independently, it's always a hustle. You know, got to go out there and I stopped doing this shit for a minute, but I'm back because it's just out of passion. I don't need to do this shit, dog. To be honest, you know, I'm good, but I
Mhm.
do it because I like to represent and I like to get my point across, and I think I have a positive message. But going back to your question though, I do I do have a homeboy. I'm linking up with him as we speak, and this is a dude out of Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. They call him Sleepy Loco, and the vato,
Okay.
he's fluent Spanish. If, as far as I'm concerned, he only raps in Spanish. So vato reached out. You know, he sent me a DM, and we got it popping. Dog was like, all right, boom, boom, will send me the beat. You know, talk about the topic, about the song and shit like that. So we're already linked up, homes, and that's cool. You know, that's the power of music, dog. That's the power of what the fuck we're doing right now.
Oh yeah, that's cool right there, man. So you collabing all the way in on the East Coast. That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah, crazy, crazy. You know, back in the day, I was doing some other shit. I used to fucking I used to go out there, record out there in Corona, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, dog, I wasn't really consistent. You know, I kind of off and on, but I had a lot of opportunities, dog. You know, to like I met a lot of people, dog. I tell you that much. I met a
Right.
lot of people, and fuck, I even met Suge Knight, dog. I'll tell you that much. So I met a lot of people, dog. But at the end of the day, I like I said, it sometimes you have to just mature, dog, grow a little bit, and just go back and say, you know what, it's time for me to really fucking step on the gas.
Right. Hell yeah. And how was that meeting Suge Knight?
It was surreal, dog. Surreal, because you hear all the stories and shit.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, sometimes you just gotta you're on the sidelines and you're just watching. I've always been respectful like that. I don't like to, step on anyone's toes. I'm just there listening and chopping it up, and I'm just soaking the game. That's all. That was all.
Hell
I
yeah.
didn't really approach anything as far as the music and shit like that.
Hell yeah, I feel you. Before we go further, man, let me give a real big shout out to the chat, man. Salute to everybody up in the chat right now. I seen the numbers just hit a little over 100. It's kind of going like this, but it's all good. Big shout
We
out to the moderators. Y'all be ready. You know the trolls are going to be up in there doing what they do, man. But yeah, y'all already know, man. We here with Nightmare. If you just jumping up in here, we here with the original Nightmare, man. And
that's
this
right.
is the exclusive.
Yeah,
So also, man, so yeah, how long you been this one, yeah, for sure. How long you been in the
check
game?
out. I'm reading the fucking comments. Some dude goes, "Did you party with Diddy?"
Oh, them comments will throw you
Comment
off,
over
man.
there.
They say some shit up in them comments.
Hit you
Wild
with that
Will in the
fucking
house.
boom. Fuck no, I'm doing no Diddy shit. No, no. I don't even know about all that shit, dog. It's crazy what they're saying, and I mean, yeah, Hollywood shit is. I mean, I believe the stories, but it's just crazy, dog. It's just you never know.
It
You
you
never know.
you know what, man? Since they brought up Diddy and we're kind of talking about it right now, I'll tell you what. It seemed like all the East Coast artists are just like, man, they're just kind of like all in the same melting pot right now with just the
Crazy.
weird activities going on, bro. I'm like,
I mean,
but I said it. I made a video on my original channel about when Keefe D got arrested, and I
uh,
said Diddy's gonna go down soon, but I didn't know it would be for all this right here that he's got going on,
that's
man.
some crazy shit, right? I was watching the other night. I was watching that. I just watched like a fucking few minutes of it. The Nickelodeon shit.
Oh,
And
I haven't even seen it.
that's that same shit. They talking about that all that same shit. I mean, man, all this entertainment shit. You hear all these crazy stories though, the after parties, and I don't know, man. I mean, if that's what it is for real though, that's crazy. Just fucking go independent, dog.
Man, I
Yeah,
tell you, man,
did you watch that Cat Williams interview?
I haven't seen it yet. No,
You got to check it out, dog. Yeah. But anyways, dog,
man.
going back to the topic,
Yeah, I
yeah,
tell you, it's crazy, man. When you start thinking about, and then it's just how they all just kind of getting, you know, and then you
yeah,
got 50 Cent
that
just
loose.
trolling the hell out of all of them. It's that fool ain't got nothing better to do, man. He's just trolling. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But yeah, man. So how long you been up in the music game?
I'm gonna say, dog, a few years, dog. Really, really, I started writing when I turned 12 years old, dog. So it's been a minute. Been a minute,
Okay.
and the first time I recorded something on tape, because we talking about tape, dog. We ain't talking about no CDs. You know, the first song I ever recorded, I was 14 years old or 13 years old. I was in no, I was a fucking 12, 13 because I was in middle school when I did that shit. A fucking microphone and they popped the tape in. You know how you record from one tape to the other? That's how we
Right.
did it. So I got those I think I have them there, the old school raps, the tape raps, the lost tapes, right? What they call them.
Hmm.
And after that is when I really fell in love with that shit, and fucking I was always writing and off of experiences, just real shit. And then I hit up a couple homeboys. They got their little studio going on. Their little studio set up at their canton, at their pad, and that's how we started, man. First CD I dropped, that was back in 2004. So I
Okay.
was I was like 17 years old at the time. That's when the first I dropped the first shit. That shit. I want to go ahead and see if I can go ahead and remaster the whole album and put it out there, put it on all digital platforms. And like I said, dog, I never knew the business side. still till this moment, I'm learning, but it's everything at the end of the day is business, carnal. It is
Hmm.
you can't just fucking you can do it, out of love, but if you're really trying to expand and you're trying to get someone out there to like the raza to listen to your shit and you try to cater to the masses, then you're gonna have to do the shit the right way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's all about it. If you're trying to make money and live off of it, you got to know the business aspects of it.
God
Got to
knows
know,
it.
how to push the brand and how to all that.
Exactly.
All that.
And
Yeah.
and it seems like back in the day it was harder, dog, because I remember I couldn't even find studios, professional studios to go record at. Um, let alone out here where I'm at. It's like I said, it's a town, dog. It's not even cities like San Diego. Where the fuck can I press CDs and all that shit? So I didn't have any of that, and I was a morrillo, a fucking kid.
Hmm.
So it was harder for me, As far as the technology, digital shit, I think it's easier, dog. But you still got to be on the grind, You still got to go out there and basically perform, show yourself to the crowd, because charisma goes a long way. Personality, dog. It's not just about rapping and shit, because you got to stand in front of a crowd and do your thing. And I
Right.
think a lot of motherfuckers lack personality and I see a lot of shit that they're doing out there. Much props to them, But I stay in my lane.
Right. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. So you've been rapping since 12. So
Well,
that would be dope though to bring that one CD you talking about the album out, man, and remaster it and throw it out there like the lost tapes. That's a dope concept right there.
that's a dope concept. And you know what? The
Yeah.
crazy part, dog, you wouldn't believe it, dog. I sound the same.
Really.
I never had that the fucking purity voice, like little Morrillo voice when it
Hmm.
came to rapping. I always made sure that I was, got to do this shit sound like a grown up, you know.
Okay. So when you was younger, also, man, I believe I had seen something on you a long time ago, bro. I think when I first was introduced to you on not on YouTube. I wasn't even on
Yeah,
YouTube when I seen this, I don't think. But
right.
you was with a record label, Sawed Off Records, right?
Sawed off records out
And,
of San
and
Diego.
yeah, and like if I'm not mistaken, you got a good story coming up with Nightowl too, right? He helped you in the game or something
That's
like that. If you want to talk a little bit about that, let the people know.
Simon. Yeah, crazy. This is a long time ago, as you're saying, dog. This is we're talking about what 2007, 2006, around that time. Um, crazy part is that I met Night Owl prior to me being introduced to the record label. Right, I met him at this convention for autograph signing shit, and I never told him I rap. I was already rapping. The same thing, dog. I don't want to come across like that. Like, hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. Cool, man. And that was it. And 2 years later, I believe, um, I posted. Remember the fucking MySpace days and all that shit.
Yeah.
So I posted some shit on MySpace, and he heard it through his producer, Pistol Pete. So Pistol P was my boy, because I went up to the studio and recorded something, and he sent it to Night Out. The song I recorded. Next thing I know, dog. I mean, Night Out hits me up on a message, and
Mhm.
he tells me, "Hey, what's up, dog? There's my number. Hit me up." And that was it. I sent him my number. He hit me up first, and we chopped it up, and it was on like that. It was on and cracking. We hit the studio together, and we started recording songs. So if I'm not mistaken, though, we have like close to 10 songs together. But we
Okay.
did, as far as the music, we shot a video. The video's up there. A lot of people know about that video. Watch it, Nightmare and Night. I watch it. Um, so yeah, dog, that was the story behind it. We did shows together. We went to Boise, Idaho, dog, Las Vegas, fucking Utah, um, fucking Reno. What else, dog? El Centro. He came down over here. San Diego. We did San Diego as well. With the Latin Lock. What is it? Latin lockdown tour. That's what it's called. So yeah, dog. We build a good relationship as far as the music.
And so like what happened? How long did you keep messing with Night Owl? And did he like I'm pretty sure like he put you up on game with the game, right? You probably learned a lot from how to maneuver.
But yeah, through Night Owl, I met a lot of people. I met a lot of artists. Um, thing would happen with the record label and myself. I there was a point we got to a point where we weren't really releasing my album, dog. And it was just pushed back, and the album was already done. And like I said, Nightowl was featured on the album, like on 5 songs, and then we also recorded other songs, for other albums and shit. But the album was just sitting there, dog, and I was impatient. And even though we was kicking it, was going to the studio. I used to go to his pad, and like on a personal note. But with
Mm,
the music on the side on the music side, I just felt like, what, where's this shit going? I got
mm.
to get my shit out there. And I decided to split. I kind of peace. I got to do my thing, and we kind of parted ways. And that was it. We kept in touch, but at the end of the day, we parted ways, and we just stopped talking, dog, for a hot minute.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So,
Yeah.
like, you said that you took a break and whatnot. Like, what brought on that break, and how long of a break did you take from music?
Shit, I'm gonna say a good 4 years, dog. 4 years. I wasn't thinking of doing it no more. I was just thinking, what, fuck it. I really thought that. Honestly, I really thought that Chicano rap, because that's what I do, dog. I do Chicano rap. Let's be clear.
Mm,
A lot of people don't like to be boxed in the or labeled as Chicano rap. I myself, I love it, dog. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. You know, uh, so I really back then I thought that Chicano rap was just going down the drain. It's like, what? It's not the same no more. All these rappers, OGs, they either out the game, they retired. I didn't hear anything from them anymore. And just the new talent for me, the I mean, as far as what I like, I wasn't really feeling it. So I had to come back and do my own thing. I said, shit, I'm gonna do my
right.
own thing. I'm gonna start doing my own thing and passing the shit out to the homeboys and getting around. And then that's how I started back and recording videos, shooting all this shit. Going in the studio, shooting videos. Right now, I just finished recording 3 videos in 1 month. So we out there, man. We fucking busy. We're busy, dog. We're
Right.
busy.
Getting to it.
Yeah, and I like to be behind everything I do. It's not like this. Fucking, I go in there and I shoot the video, and then fucking whatever. I like to sit down with the director and like to edit the videos. You know, I like to help out the music as well. I like to be there present when they're doing the mix and the mastering. That's very important to me.
Right.
So, and I produce as well. So I also make beats and I write my own songs. Of course, if you fucking rapper, you gotta write your own shit. That's how I see it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the same thing with the beats I can produce. I like to be behind everything, dog. And that's one of the things that kind of fucks it up for me because I'm never satisfied. I move on to the next one real quick. And I'm like, all right, let's do something else. Let's do something else. Sometimes you just got to sit and take it in and just, and soak it up, man, and be like, all right, this shit's cool. Let me jam
Right.
to my own shit, which I don't do. I don't even know my own songs, Holmes.
Oh,
Straight
for real,
up.
you don't ride around. Hey, by the way, man, shout out to the homie Capone El Jefe, SK Mob in the building. Uh,
That's right. ¿Qué onda, Capone? El jefe. Saludos.
yeah, man. So you don't ride around and bump your own music or what?
Nah, dog. I bumped that shit one time out the studio, because I want to hear how it sounds. But after a few, I'm gonna say just a few plays, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's it, dog. I go back into my own fucking. I'll do corridos, banda, or other kind of rap. But old school rap, dog. I don't even bump the new rap, to be honest with you, dog.
Okay.
Nothing against it. I'm a '90s dude. I'm stuck in the motherfucking '90s.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I
Mhm.
still bump a lot of '90s too, man. I don't mess too much with the new stuff like that. But you was bringing up the Chicano rap, and it's cool, man. That you're like, you know what? It's not even a box. Like you embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of artists that's really don't want to embrace it, bro. They want to be like, I need to break through this box. I need to break through this box.
I, I,
What do you
I
think
can't give a
about the
fuck about
state? What do you think about the box and the state that the box is in here in 2024, man? What do you think about these up and coming artists?
I get it, dog. I get it. Most of them they want to reach the masses. That's basically what it is, dog. They want to be labeled as like just the rapper, a regular rapper, which is nothing wrong with that, dog. More power to them. Get your bread, get your money. Um, they want to cater to everyone, dog, to every race, every I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think they're following trends because I don't think that that's what it is. I just think that for them, dog, probably they've seen how Chicano rap has never really had that boom. We've never really been recognized worldwide like that. But a matter of fact, dog, we have, dog. We're all over Europe,
Hmm.
Japan. It's not only about the states, because I can say that states is the states, dog. But we got to get out. We get out in Mexico. They bump us out there in Japan, Europe, fucking. How they in fucking France, Italy. You got the cholos out there, the Japanese, dog, the Chinese, how they're dressed all fucking tumbados and
Yep,
shit.
yep.
So that's the culture. That's how I go back and say, look at just how the culture, the impact that the culture has, dog. So as long as we embrace it, I think, and we really embrace it, dog, and we feel, a sense of pride when it comes to putting out these the material, the Chicano rap material, the raps and shit. I think that we're gonna go a long way, dog. But I don't know why people feel that certain way. I've noticed a lot of OG rappers, how back in the day they would label themselves Chicano rappers,
Hmm.
but nowadays they don't want to. I mean, like I said, it's probably business. I don't. I think that they're going to think that it's going to affect their career or whatnot. But for me, dog, it's like, how can this shit affect me? I'm doing it from my heart, dog. I like this shit. So I just think that the right thing for me to do is keep spreading that I'm gonna say that message, dog. You know,
Hmm.
feel feel proud to be brown. Represent your culture. It's a beautiful thing, dog. I understand that in cities, in the big cities, dog, or all over the states, we don't know much about our culture, dog, about our roots. So it's a good thing to go back and read on the history, dog. You got to do your fucking homework. You got to read on the history, and you got to embrace.
Right,
Find your identity. That's what it is, dog. And identify myself as a Mexicano, not a Chicano, a Mexicano, but I do Chicano rap. That's what
right.
I do.
That's cool. So, and you know what, man? You brought up a good point, man. That a lot of artists, when they think of like doing their thing, they try to limit themselves to the states. And I've noticed, and I said this in a video not too long ago, man. And I was speaking about Lefty Gunplay, but it seems like he wants to. For example, he's all about just making music for LA. That's his thing, right?
Right.
And I'm wondering, like, why don't they when they why can't they see it bigger than that? Like, like you said, man, they're out there. You got artists that make a killing in Japan, and they don't
Yeah.
even want to come back because they're living such a good life in Japan doing what they do.
Straight
Why
up.
can't they? Why? What do you think stops them from seeing there's a
The
whole
big
world out
picture.
there?
The big
Yeah.
picture. Just like as you mentioned, uh, the mentality, dog. Just the mentality they have. You're a product of your environment. If you don't know something else, then you don't know it. I myself, I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this, but I gotta keep it real. Ask me if I ever bumped the Chronic.
Have you bumped the Chronic?
Never bumped
Never
the
bumped the
Chronic.
Chronic album?
Never, dog. And I know it ask me if I bumped Tupac. Don't. And
You
not
ain't
I don't
never
have.
bumped.
I don't.
Have
I
you
don't.
bumped Chronic 2001?
I
Not
hear
none
it
of them.
because people bump it, dog. But
Right.
you ask me, play that, and I understand those are masterpieces, dog. They are, and those are albums that made an impact, and the classics. A lot of rappers idolized and they grew up to the Chronic, Snoops, the Dre's, the Ice T's, Ice Cubes. Not me. I go back to my environment.
Hmm.
The first time I heard a rap, it was a rap from Little Rob.
Okay.
And check this out. This is what happened though. Little Rob, and then afterwards I heard Nightowl, fucking Spanish Fly, Brown Pride, Brown Side. That's how the shit came together. Um, I was a little kid, dog. This goes back to 10 years old. I'm growing up in this hood where it's a lot of us are coming straight out of Mexico. Our parents are farm workers, so all of us speak Spanish. We're
Hmm.
barely trying to get by with the English at school and shit. And so when we hear a rap and someone's speaking Spanish, where they're rapping in bilingual, and all of a sudden you hear some shit in Spanish, you're like, oh shit, that's me right there. That's how I thought, dog. That's what it like.
Right.
That's the when I say about identifying yourself. I was like, okay, that's me right there. This vato thinks like me. You feel like they know what you're thinking. You feel that you feel understood, homeboy. That's what I'm trying to say. So basically, that was like my first love right there, Chicano rap. That's the reason why I keep calling it Chicano rap. I keep trying to make Chicano rap. I keep embracing it because it's part of me. It's my identity, carnal.
Right. Hell yeah.
You
And
feel me?
we got a question in the chat from Thunder Loco. He says, do you like two mix?
Two Mex. I'm not up on Two Mex, carnal. But I'm down to listen to Two Mex. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with two mix either,
The
man.
homeboy,
So
the
with
homeboy Capone, el jefe, you can Korea little raza. That's right, Capone. You're right, carnal. And Capone is one of the vatos that I know of that he represents, to the fullest. And I love that about Capone. So much love, Capone. Keep doing
yeah,
your thing.
big shout out to Capone, man.
We got,
I had
we
a
got
I had an opportunity to meet the homie, man, and he's good people.
yeah, yeah. This vato's been doing
Yeah,
it for a
man.
while. He's been doing it for a while as well. So
Hell
much props
yeah.
because
That's facts,
he
man.
does some
So
good work.
coming up, man, you said Little Rob was the first one that you
Yeah.
heard. And after that, so
I actually
like
met him in person as well. We kicked it, chopped it up, and Rob just fucking spit some game. This dude he's something else,
yeah.
dog. Yeah.
What was it like? What was it like chopping it up and kicking it with somebody that as a kid you was like, this is the man. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, it was just fuck, it was a privilege, homeboy, because this is the dude that I was listening to bumping when I was a young kid, and he was very humble, dog. Just we kicked it, we drank a few beers, and homeboy even fucking, he I think he just released a few months back. He released his new album. He rapped a few of the songs, unreleased songs. He rapped them and shit in front of me, and I was just like sitting there, just like I said, enjoying the moment, dog. And we shared some personal stories, and but it was cool, man. It was just something that I really appreciated because he gave me that time, and that meant a lot. It means a lot, dog. It's coming from a legend, the Vato's a legend.
Right.
He represents for us, and he's the face. A lot of people say other rap. No, Lil Rob is the face of Chicano rap.
Oh
It
yeah,
is what
yeah.
it is, you know.
He's definitely earned the right to, have a big title in the game, bro. Whether people want to admit it or not. I mean, shit. And he hasn't stopped. That's the thing about it. He hasn't stopped. He's been doing
Yeah.
his.
And crazy thing, dog. I think he even told me, dog, because I told him, "Hey, what's up with your new album? Like, when you gonna release another album?" I guess he did stop for a few years, like close to 6 years. And he did say, you know what? I don't feel ready. I don't feel like I want to release anything. That's what he said. But
Mhm.
he's fucking pulling my leg. All of a sudden, boom, he dropped that shit. But yeah, the Vato is he's very down to earth. Very down to earth. I think he's already a natural at this shit. He's been a natural forever. So
Mhm.
just sitting there with him, it was like, all right, I'm gonna listen to what he's saying. Take his advice and basically, just run with it. Fuck it.
Hell yeah. He's not going to tell you nothing wrong. Shit, not going to
Yeah,
tell you nothing wrong. I mean,
that's right.
so let's say from the beginning when you first started your style and everything, you said your voice didn't change, but as far as your style, man, how did you progress from where you was and start over time? And then once you took a break and came back, did you see a difference in your style once you took that break and came back from where it was in between all that?
I think that when I first started, as a kid, I didn't really. I'm like everyone else, right? When you're first starting, you don't really think that you're good at what you're doing, because you're basically listening to the established rappers already, and you want to get on their level. So
Mhm.
for me, it was like, all right, I'm just trying to make fucking words rhyme and shit, and put things together, puzzle them and shit. But once I with the experience, just the continuously writing and shit, it's when I started incorporating, as far as stories behind it, reality, uh, everything that pretty much embodies my personality, dog, and my reality. What I do. So I think I've came a long way with the raps. It's just not about for me. It's not just about fucking I'm gonna shoot you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And
Mhm.
nah, just kick up some dust, some stories and shit, or just dress it around, make it sound nice, make it sound like you got some style, some skills. So
Right.
I think that's where I'm at right now at that level of maturity. Uh, I'm close to hitting 40, dog. So I mean, it's not like I can. I'm not doing the same shit that I was doing when I was 18, 17, 19. I have a different mentality, but at the same time, I keep it real. As far as I'm gonna keep it cool with everyone. I do this because I love it, but I'm also a human. I'm also a man, and shit can go bad. Cause you know how it is, dog.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a raw sport sometimes. Rapping is a
Right.
fucking ruthless sport, and sometimes shit gets out of hand. So you gotta, I personally, I love all them disses songs and shit. You know how they diss each other. I like that shit. It's competitive,
Yeah.
But shit, sometimes you might be fucking with the wrong guy. So you gotta stay
Yeah.
on you gotta stay trucha.
Yeah, some fools ain't some fools ain't damn playing that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Some will make a diss track and mean every word of damn saying in it if you ain't careful, you
That's
know.
right. That's
I
right.
mean, shit, it is what it is, though. I mean, rap. They say rap's one of the most dangerous careers you can have, being a rapper.
It is, dog. It is. It is crazy.
So, what's your writing process, man? When you sit down and make a track, make a banger, what do you do to make it happen?
I got it first. Back in the day, going back to that, back in the day was different. Back in the day, I just fucking grab the pen, paper, sit down, just write. Boom, boom, boom. Then I go to the studio, we make the beat, and I just jump on a beat, ride the beat. I ride the beat, boom. Uh Now I think I like the production part as well. I like to be in the studio, and before we even begin the process of the writing process, I like to hear the beat. I like to kind of get the feeling of the beat. Where's this going? What kind of sound do we need? To West Coast, an oldie, 90s style. I don't know, some hip hop type of shit. Um, so I think that's how I develop my rhymes nowadays. I kind of go by the sound of the beat. If the beat is too raw, all right, let's kick some gangster shit. If the beat is kind of mellow, let's kick up some reality type of shit. Some conscience type of shit.
Right.
That's how I do shit now.
That's cool, man. Damn. So where you got your where you trying to go, like, as far as your career in the music? Where you headed in the future for that?
As far as big aspirations, dog, like that. Don't get me wrong. I do this shit because I want to be heard. But
Hmm.
it ain't like oh shit, I want to be fucking famous. I want to be on TV. I want to be known. Nah, it's not even like that. It's just more like I there's a reason behind all this shit. You know, there's a reason why I write lyrics. There's a reason why I fucking shoot videos, and for the simple fact that then again I go back to the roots. You know, that I'm just trying to stay relevant with the Chicano rap game, and I don't want this game to really fade like that. You know, die out like that and go out like that. So I think that that's pretty much how I see myself. I see myself just pretty much just mingling with the raza, you know, just having a good time and it's all about that. It's all about the music, um, all about just going out there and giving people a good show, a good time, dog. But not much, you know. I don't really think about uh anything in the future like that, like as far as
Hmm.
studying and because I don't want to conduct myself like I see let alone dog. Like I said, I don't even know my songs sometimes. You know, I can't even remember my songs, dog. I forget a lot of shit that I'm gonna do, and like I don't. I take it serious when I write, when I go in the studio. But as far as the promotion side, the going out there and with a team and this and that, and just trying to become a big artist like that.
Hmm.
It is what it is. You know, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not looking for that, honestly.
Right. You just enjoying it and
Enjoying
doing
it, yeah.
something that you love.
Yeah, to make it short. Yeah, fuck
Right.
it. I'm just enjoying it, dog. Yeah, for lack of a
Yeah,
better
that's
term, you
cool.
know. Yeah,
If you had a chance, you know what? Before I ask that, do you produce your own tracks? Like you got your own studio, or do you go to another studio and have a producer and all that?
yeah. I go to my boy's studio. My boy Irie Rob. That's my motherfucking producer. We've been chopping it up for the last 2 years. He's been my producer. So he's pretty much this dude is like just my homeboy, you know, aside from being a producer. So we kick
Mhm.
it, you know, and we sit down and he has the same mentality as me. We we really click, you know, we have that click and that's good though because we gotta be on the same mindset, dog. Sometimes you can have a fucking producer who's trying to do something else with your style and that's one of the reasons why I kind of stopped doing what I was doing, dog. Because the producers weren't really coping with my shit. And if I'm gonna pay you, motherfucker, you feel me?
Right. Yeah.
I'm fucking paying you. Don't fucking question my shit. Just fucking do what I'm telling you to do because it's my style. You
Mhm.
know, I do open my ears, you know, to criticism and whatnot, ideas. But at the same time, at the end of the day, if you want something, you know, the way a certain way, you want it that way, and that's how I am, you know. So this is why
Right.
the homeboy understands that, and I'm glad he does, dog. 'Cause shit, I've been counting motherfuckers that trying to reach you, but they be trying
You know it's yeah, it's
fucking dog.
the extended warranty. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nash, you just threw me off with the whole extended warranty.
Like,
comment.
but I got
I'm
good
like, what
news.
the hell is these fools are crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah,
El
man.
Jesus, he's
Rest in
asking,
peace.
can you say Rasa needs to do jams radio friendly to blow up and go mainstream?
It's always, I think, what's up, Nash? I think it's always been that way. You know, if you really want to blow up, you got to do radio friendly type of stuff. You know, a summer anthem. Um, I think that Chicano rap is too gangster for radio, dog. It's just it's too raw. Why? Because they see the bald head motherfucker, they see all tatted up, and most of them, what they talking about, prison, violence, guns, drugs, and all that shit. So what happens? They don't want that shit. They're like, now you know what? We ain't having that. So that's why the radio stations and TVs don't really show love, dog. To keep it real. And another thing, if when you see Raza on TV, it's basically they're mocking or making fun of the Cholo. Or the motherfuckers the paletero. They're the
Hmm.
motherfuckers who clean. They clean houses, they trim bushes and shit like that. But you never really see a Mexican doctor, homeboy. You never really see a Mexican fucking lawyer. You never really see raza like that on TV. If I mean, I don't know, probably what channels or what movies, unless it's fucking Selena, the Selena movie, you
Hmm.
know. And But think about it, dog. That's what we're known for. So yeah, of course, if Raza wants to jump on the radio, they need to come up with some anthem shit, some radio shit, love
Right.
jams and which is not bad. We gotta do what we gotta do, but we can't really this genre. It's not gonna go mainstream like that,
Right.
and it's never gone mainstream.
I
No
think
more.
it's making its own mainstream, honestly, the way things are
Yeah,
going. That's how I feel. I feel like it's starting to do like it's just kind of breaking through its own little, its own mainstream, man. And I mean with the podcast and everything.
but what would you consider it though? Chicano rap or regular rap? That's the question.
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with being Chicano rap, I don't see nothing, but you
No, but
got artists that don't.
I'm saying the homeboys though. The homeboys. How do they project it? They identify
Right.
it as Chicano rap or just regular rap.
That's true.
You, it's not like you got all these. I know who you're talking about. When you talk about
Yeah.
these guys on social media, but none of them really say, Chicano rap. This is Chicano rap.
Yeah,
No,
none
they
of them really, no, they won't say they're rap.
don't
They're
claim it,
just
dog.
rap.
They're just
Right.
rap. See, that's the
Yeah.
difference. It'd be nice if a motherfucker claims it. And it's like, fuck yeah, it's
Right.
Chicano rap. This is for all my motherfucking Chicanos, my Mexicans, my
That's right.
Latinos. This is Chicano rap. It is what it is. But we don't have it like that.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately, most of the time they're going to get put into the Chicano rap genre, whether they like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Just because of
it
what they're rapping about and where they're from and shit like that.
race
Anyways.
and just the race, homeboy. Ethnicity, the race. You can't
Yeah.
hide that shit. It's the truth. And that's
Yep.
cool. Like I said, if they put me on that category, dog, fuck yeah. I'm all in, dog. Chicano rap. All the way.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. I mean, I'm seeing big things happening. You know what I'm saying? It may take. And for okay, so as far as like the new artists, man, do you look at any? Would you like to collab with any of these new artists that's coming out right now? That's kind of doing their thing, or
To
would
be
you?
honest, nah. I'm gonna keep it real with you, dog. Nah, I'd rather collab with the OGs, the
Yeah,
old schoolers. Like I said, I see Capone right there. Shit, let's chop it up, Capone. I'd rather do shit like that. I'd rather do some stuff that I know I can identify myself with. And as far as
mhm,
a new artist, I don't know, dog. Maybe if they sound or they have that sound that I'm kind of looking for, or that I specifically like, yeah, most definitely. But if it's something that, honestly, dog, if it's just something that's, I'm gonna keep it real. If you're a Chicano and you're not repping Chicano rap, for me, cool. Do your thing. I'm all about the people doing it for the people, for
right.
us. Because check it out. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with representing your raza. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, absolutely not, bro. I think I'm kind of like I think they should like embrace it more. I don't see why they wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because either
correct.
way, it is what it is, bro. But
It's a beautiful thing, dog. It's a beautiful thing,
yeah, it's a beautiful culture. Why wouldn't you want, what I'm saying?
Because at
Why
the end
would
of
you
the day,
want to
dog, they
half-ass
carry
embrace it,
themselves.
you know?
At the end of the day, they're carrying themselves as Chicanos.
Right.
They're looking the part. So it's like just fucking say it out there, man. Say it loud.
That's
Represent.
right. That's right, man. So let's see, man.
Yeah, that's a good
Um
one. Thunder Loco. I wanna get at Thunder Loco. I have a serious question for the homie. He say he doesn't identify as Chicano. He's Mexican, but he pushes Chicano rap, Chi- Chicano rapper hard. I guess what he's saying is like, why am I representing Chicano rap and I don't claim to be Chicano. Well, it's
okay.
not that the reason Thunder I can't identify myself as a Chicano is because I was born in Mexico. So I'm by law and by soil I'm Mexican. And I was born in Mexico, but I was brought over to the States. So and the people who I mingle with, they were also born in Mexico. So not that I'm knocking being Chicano. No, it's just that I am not Chicano. I'm Mexican, fully Mexican, but I love Chicano rap. And
Mhm.
to be honest, I embrace it more than a lot of Chicanos. Just think about it.
And what do you think about that, man? Speaking of like not being Chicano, but being Chicano rap or do you, because sometimes I hear a lot of individuals and that's the first thing they want to throw out there. He ain't Mexican, they say, or he ain't Chicano, they say. Just like the damn, they love to throw that big happy, that big happy
Yeah,
phrase out there the
yeah, yeah.
first chance they get,
But
man.
you
What do you
Chicano,
think
man.
about that, man? Do you really have to be
Nah.
Chicano rap to be a part of it? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it goes back to this, right? Um, if you, let's just say, you can, you can love it, you can like the culture, you can, you can be part of it, no matter what. But you, I myself, I know how it feels to wake up in the mornings and knowing that, as a kid, my jefita was making pinche papas con huevo, papas con chorizo, tortillas.
Hmm.
That's, I'm living it.
Right,
That's what I am. And then fucking you open up fucking fridge, you get the I think it we all do this shit, right? The fucking the butter thing has the frijoles inside. We're drinking certain Jews, the aguas de Jamaica, the Mexican food, the even how we speak and so forth, man. But I think that when you live it and you actually went through it, that's when you can say, I am. This is what I am because this is what I am. But
hmm,
it's when you try to do it and you're not part of it, you've never really experienced it like that. And then I guess that's when that wall pretty much appears, as far as he ain't it. He ain't it. And that's true. We go back to Japan, France, they ain't it, but they love it. They embrace it.
right.
Mexicans, Chicanos, they love, like I said, the chronic, Snoops, Dre's. They don't they don't eat the same food as them. They don't live the same lifestyle as them. They don't have the same lingo as them. And when I say them, it's the African Americans in a respectful manner, or the whites. I mean, we know where we come from. So, but it's a beautiful thing for a race when you see that other races are embracing yours.
Right.
That's like shit. I don't hate on that, to be honest, dog. I think it's more for me. It's like, but I'm not that. I can't be that. Can't
Mhm.
go out there and try to show something or be someone who I'm not. That's more. I think I'll take more on that as far as see it on a negative note than someone trying to be or uh trying to emulate or idolizing what we do as a culture.
Right.
So I mean, at the end of the day, I mean it's like I said, it's very controversial,
It
but
is kind of, yeah, yeah.
it is
And you know what, man? That brings me to another question. You bring up the Chronic albums and all that, and a lot of African American artists will tell you that their biggest supporters is the raza. But when
yeah,
it comes down to it, raza, like artists that's in the game, will tell you that raza don't want to support them, but they'll be huge supporters at these other shows, man. What do you think the
that's
big
true.
thing with that is?
I don't know, man. It's about what they like, what they cater to, and just what their ears really want to hear. I hear a lot of people say that Chicano rap sucks, that we ain't got that we just jack beats, and we ain't got no good
Mhm.
rappers, that all kinds of shit. But they're bumping, you know, uh, just regular rap, so. And the same thing, all these motherfuckers, they're all cholos, they're this and that. But I think that's uh, one of our weaknesses, as a community, as a society, that we divide ourselves too much. We really do, dog. But how? What's the solution to that? I can't really say. I guess
Right.
that we just need to find out. Like I said, we need to go back to the root and just how people identify themselves. And that's how I see it, dog. That's how I approach any as far as that situation. I feel, you know what, fuck it. I feel that I identify myself with this, the homeboys, the cars, the fucking the comida, the cerveza, everything, the lingo. That's what it is. But a lot of people don't grow up like that. even though they're Chicano. I mean, they might have another style, another way of thinking, you know. So, and then the influential part, man, the TV media, we really don't get it on TV, dog. You know,
Right.
how are they supposed to know about all that shit? They're like, oh, this is the normality. This is what we see. This is what we like. Right, this song you can't lose. That's right. That's right. That's right, Capone. That's Cholo style, man. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what? At the end of the day, man, you know, a lot of the stuff that mainstream rap uses is coming from the Raza any damn way. I mean, you know, they might not want to admit it. They might not. People may not want to recognize it, but it's facts, bro. You know, especially when it comes to the lowrider culture and all that shit. You know, like so. I think that I think there's they need to accept that there's definitely a spot there because they're you know they're grabbing stuff from the culture, but they don't want to. It seems like they don't want to give it the acknowledgement that it deserves.
No doubt, no doubt. You know, and it's. I think it's vice versa as well. You know, the
Mhm.
suits. You know, it came from the jazz players, the African Americans,
Right,
Chicanos. You know, adapted that. You know, so and who represents the hardest with the suits, Chicanos.
right.
You know, so it's vice versa. You know, we take, they take, but at the end of the day, when they take, they really represent for them.
Hmm.
You know, and that's then again, that's the beautiful thing. They know they know where they stand.
Hmm.
They know what they stand for. We know what we stand for? I don't know. Do we know our worth? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't. I feel
So
you on that one because I think
we gotta
what's
know
the
our worth,
word?
dog.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a big thing right there.
It
That's
is,
a
dog.
big thing
Think
right
about
there. Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just
So,
spoke some
so
facts right there. So check it out, man. We got about I don't know what 8 9. I just see my phone. It flashed 15%, and we
yeah,
got
I'm
about
saying
3 minutes left. So
check
I
it out.
remember.
On the 3 minutes. I'm gonna put the people up on game as far as my album. All right. I want to let them know about my album. Silence is Golden. Nightmare with the K. Silence is Golden is out on all digital platforms. On my YouTube channel, Nightmare Official. You got 13 tracks. Some good features on it, and I got a lot of motherfucking videos on that channel as well. And everything, if you liked everything, if you like what I said during this interview, go check it out, man. It's all about reality. And I also want to, I had to write down all this shit, dog, because I want to be proper with it, you know? Yeah, yeah. I want to give a few shout outs before we leave because, um, to my boy, Irie Rob, Cosme. I don't know if you heard Cosme before. That's Cosme, the one that does the hooks for Chicano rappers. That's the motherfucker.
Okay,
They did a lot of hooks for Nightowl, for Little Cuete, for Hellified Records, to the homeboy Funkadelic out of ChalifaRap.net. That's a German. See, that's a German supporting Chicano rap to the fullest. This motherfucker's been
that's
supporting
right.
rap since 2001 or the early 2000s. Um, to the homeboy. Oh, I got a future collab with an OG. You know, this dude is used to be from the group Brown Pride. If not, he's a originator or one of the originators. You know, MC Peps. That's my motherfucking dog, MC Peps. We got some shit going on. And this dude is a good dude, man. He's all about the raza as well. You know, we got the same kind of way of thinking. So shout out to MC Peps. He's with Still Banging Music, Midget Local. To the homeboy Sleepy Local out of Michigan. We also got the collab going. Uh, Chicano Rap Revista. They be supporting my shit, posting me. The homeboys out of Funivisión, Funivisión as well. Boom, what's up? And Rap para el Mundo. So, yeah, dog, I got number, and I'm gonna be at this fucking car show in Mexicali, Baja California. So all the people around the area on the June 16th, I'm gonna go out there and give you guys a good fucking show. If you're out there in Baja Califas, stop by Parque Vicente Guerrero, June 16th. Motherfucking Nimer's gonna put it down for all the raza.
That's right. June 16th, y'all. Also, damn big shout out to everybody you just shouted out right there, you know.
Yeah.
And
Shout
I
out to
don't know you got,
Capone Carefree.
I don't know if you said it, but you also got a TikTok. So
TikTok, fuck, man. I think it's the Nightmare or Pesadilla. I don't even know, but just fucking go follow Pesadilla or Nightmare, man. I like
right.
I said, I don't even remember my own shit, dog. To keep it real, But hey, but thanks for having me, dog. It's a
Hey,
pleasure, dog.
so check it out, man. I appreciate you also. But before we go, before it ends, bro, are you down to drop a flow?
You ain't got no idea what it is to be humble. Money don't change me, sigo siendo de barrio. No me apantallo, I seen it all. Bitches flaws money thinking they superstars. Chains, gold watches, I don't roll like that. Fuck fancy drinks, tomo cerveza fría. So get it right, cause you might get shit twisted. Don't really hang with dudes, cause they act like some bitches. Said it before, my circle's small. I ain't trying to make friends, I'm just trying to ball. Make the basket, earn my points. Pass my shit around como si fuera un joint. Universal, estilo brutal. Le pongo huevos, me gusta ganar. Unfadable, así que aprende. I don't follow trends, cabrón, ¿me entiendes? Boom, there it is, dog.
That's
Nice.
right. Hell yeah.
Thank you for having
Fire.
me.
Hey
Thank you.
man, I appreciate you taking the time to come on here, man, and chop it up. This was a good one. A lot of gems.
I
And
appreciate
you're more than welcome to clip this, use anything out of this that you want to use it. You know what I'm
it.
saying? It
Sure.
ain't just my interview, it's your interview, so you already know, man. Big
You
shout
take it.
out to the chat. Everybody was up in the chat, man. The homie Capone, Lonnie 504, Thunder Loco, El Jesus, damn Adrian Nunez, damn
And definitely
even the
thank you guys
trolls.
for watching. Thank you guys for watching, for sticking around.
Yes.
To everyone on the chat room. And go
Raphael
follow the music. And shout out to my city, by Imperial Valley. We on this motherfucker. We in this bitch.
in the building.
In
That's
the
right,
building.
man. So, hey, much love. Hey, BK, big shout out to BK also, man. Anyone that I might miss, SK Mob, Conejo, all I already know, man. Much
Right.
love, much respect. You already know how we do it. Till the next one, we're gonna keep that shit loped out, no doubt, for real. And
For
we
real.
out.
Órale.